Hello everyone, I'm Rose and I'm here to assist you with how to work on the bounding box adjustment project. Let's begin. This is the login page you will be dealing with every time you log in. If you have a previous account, please send it to your leader so that he can activate it to you and you will work normally. If you are not, you can click here and register a new account. Let's get in. Confirm. This is the project that we are dealing with. This is a previous account. This is a previous project I was working on. Click here. This is the to-do list we are going to work with. This is the batch, the first one we will work on. If you have a task that you was working on and didn't finish it, you will find it here. If you have a one that you already finished, you will find it here too. If you want a new task, you will click here on claim label. If you have a one that you didn't finish like that, you will click here, select it and click label. Before we have a practical explanation on how to do a task, we will just have to know some instructions so that we can work perfectly and so on. This is the English PDF that explains everything you need to know about this project. I think that this image as a task would be a great example to explain on. First of all, what's this project about? What we have to do and what's all of these boxes? First, this project is about marking or highlighting on the main things on the image. Any icon, any text, any primary thing, any important thing that you think that we have to mark on it. Like this text, spring nightwear, or this text, creative QA with, or this text, UK nightwear brand. This is the main text we have to highlight by making a box around it. And this logo, this is the logo of that brand. We have to highlight it too. This is a secondary things we don't have to highlight on. Like, I don't know what is it, maybe a t-shirt or something. We don't have to highlight on these things. When you first get on a task, you will find an already boxes that is drawn. This is drawn previously by the company or someone before you, I don't know. We don't do anything about it except editing. If the outline of the box isn't accurately on the thing that we are marking, like this box on the text, around the text, is put perfectly around it. We have to just marking or highlighting the thing, not a lot of things. And we must to have that distance between the line and the text or the logo or anything, and that's by zooming in. First of all, this is an drawn boxes. We don't do anything about it except editing or correcting, and that we will know about it in the practical explanation on a practical task. But here we will just explain some instructions we have to stuck so that we can work on a good way. First of all, we have from the first look on a task, we have to know if this task is valid or invalid. How would we know? We have 5 points if we found it, so this task is invalid. First, if we have more than 20 boxes, how would we know? Let's get here, have a task. This is a task I didn't work on, but I saw it. How would we know if the pre boxes is more than or are less less than or more than 20. Here, pre-annotation, this is the pre-boxes that are already drawn. Says here 8, so first of all we are good for the numbers of the boxes. If it's more than 20 or it's 20, so it's invalid, and you will click here on drop, not skip. Skip, that means that you will leave the task for somebody else to do, but no, we want it to be dropped as it's invalid. Second, if we have to draw more than 20 boxes, look, we can here, do you see that eye icon? If we click on it, it will hide all the boxes. Let's make an imaginary scenario that there are no boxes. This is a task, there are no boxes. Then you will have to draw boxes. If you saw that you will have to draw 15 boxes or more, then this task is invalid. How we will draw a box? Do you see that icon? Add new box. We have here pre-annotation. We don't use that, we use that. If you clicked on it and click here, you will make a box. Do you see? Let's assume that you don't want this box, or you have to delete it. What you have to do? First of all, he asked you if this is a recognizable thing that you are marking on or no, and if it's a blurry thing or not. So you have to say yes or no. Let's say yes. You here have to describe what you are marking on with 5 to 10 words, not more. If you have to write more, write it, but don't. Okay, let's say anything. Okay, and click here. Let's assume that you want to delete it. What you have to do? Do you see that green number 9 box that we know? See here? You click here and you see delete. This light green are the pre-annotation boxes that already drawn. But if you draw anyone here, you will see here as a green one, like a really green one. This is a mint, I think. No, yes, anything. Delete it. That was number 2. If you have to draw more than 15 boxes, then this task is invalid. 3. If you have unrecognizable text. This is a recognizable text. You can see the letters, you can read it, you can understand it, so this is a recognizable one. If you have unrecognizable one, then this task is invalid. Number 4. If you have a foreign language. We are working with only English. If you saw any other language, Spanish, Arabic, Deutsch, French, and so on, so this task is invalid. 5. If you saw a blurry things, like icons, any blurry things, so this is an unrecognizable text or unrecognizable thing, so this task is invalid. As you see here, everything is recognizable, so this task is valid. You don't have any foreign language, so this task is invalid too. You don't have to draw more than 15 boxes, and you don't have more than 20 boxes, so this task is valid. What we have to do? Let's click here. This is the boxes. Let's return to the PDF. Okay, in what cases we have to draw boxes? If we have icons or text that has no boxes, this has 1, 2, this 2, this 2, this 2. You have to make boxes for every important or primary thing, like this icon. For the background, we have to do boxes for certain cases, like if the background is divided, then you have to do a box for every section. Like this background, we have 3 sections, this half, this quarter, and this quarter too. Then you have to make this, do you see that box? This huge box for the half of the background. This one, this one, blue one for this quarter, and this one too. If there are no boxes for the background, you have to do it. When we have not two boxes for something like that, we have only one background, so we don't have to draw a box. And this is a red one, you don't have to. You just have to make a box around the text, and that's all of it. Let's see that here. This image, this task, are full of boxes, but not all the boxes we need. You see, it's divided into a lot of sections. So every section of these sections, we have to make a box around it. And when you draw a box, you have to make the outline around the whole section. Like this one, let's zoom in. This box is around this man only. You have to make it around the whole section. Here there is no box. Here too, here too, here too. This around the car only. We have to make it around the whole section. Okay? In something like that, if you saw that the whole text isn't boxed, then we get to think of two things. First of all, this box have a description, has a prompt. If you saw that he wrote take what only, like he is describing the text, these two words only, then okay, you have to make another box for this. But if he wrote take what you need in the prompt of this box, then you have to come here and expand the box till we make an outline for the whole text. Like this here too. This, I know that this is a foreign language, it's French, I think. Maybe. It's French. I don't speak French, so I'm not certain of that. The text here, the prompt says of this box here says text the sentence in French in a large, wide, bold, sans serif font. He described the whole sentence, not just this. So all you have to do is expanding this box till here, till it be around the whole sentence. Let's get here on this one. Here we have a blurry thing. So we have two cases for the blurry things. The first one will make the whole task invalid. The second one will make it, we are just going to work on it, not invalid. The first one, if when you got task and you saw that the pre-box is on a blurry thing, then you will make it invalid. If it's a pre-box, a pre-one, not the one that you draw. But if you have to draw one on a blurry thing, you will just draw one around it and select unrecognizable thing like this. Let's get here. Let's draw one. Like, let's assume that this is unrecognizable thing, a blurry thing. What you have to do, go here and select recognizable, no, so that you can easily deal with it. But if it from the pre-annotation boxes, then we will make it as invalid task. Let's see that. This is an image for a brand. I don't know what's it, and we don't care about it. Let's just see the boxes and let's like see if we can correct or edit anything of it. We have three boxes here. One for the brand's name and the manager, two for the email, three for the phone number. First thing you have to do on any box, you have to see the description, the prompt of it. If it says Linda Abish, manager, the whole sentence, then the box is around it all. If manager, the word manager isn't on the box, then we have to make another box for it. For the email too and for the number too. You have to see the description and correct it if we have anything wrong in it. Like, let's get here. This box for the background with question marks. let's right click on it. Okay, you have to click here for selection. Let's right click here and you will see the description, the prompt. You will read it. If you found anything wrong or any double sentence, you have to delete it or correct the mistake. You click here and you will see description here and you can edit it. Let's see, we have here white question marks of varying sizes and another one, a doubled one, white question marks of varying sizes. Then we have to delete one of the two of these sentences like that, and then click here X and you just edit it. Let's see this image. From the first look you will see a blurry background. Okay, if you have a blurry background, this is a valid task, a normal one, not invalid. Why? Because the task is focusing on this icon, on the Google Map icon, not the blurry thing. It's just a background. If it's not a blurry thing, then you have to make boxes around the whole things here, this texts, all the whole text. But as it is a blurry thing, then you don't have to. Just make box and choose unrecognizable text. This task, let's work on it. First of all, this is a valid task. Why? Because we don't have more than 20 or 20 pre-annotation boxes. 2, we don't have to draw more than 15 boxes. 3, there is no foreign language. 4, we don't have a blurry or unrecognizable thing. Then what we have to do? First of all, we have to make sure that all the things we have to make boxes around already have boxes. Second of all, we have to make sure that every description of every box here is correct. First of all, we have that icon of the blue hand, we have to make a box around it. What we have to do? Go here, click on add, and come here and make a box like that. Recognizable? Yes. Prompt. With a small black one in 8. What? Sorry. The caps lock. Blue. A big blue and icon with a smaller black one in it, dot and X. Okay, every box you will draw, or a pre-annotation box, you have to make sure that the outline of the box is accurately on the icon. How would we know that? How will we do that? You have to come here and zoom in so that you can see clearly the distance between the icon and the box, and you can just delete that. We will delete that. Go here and click and select. Come here and edit it like that, too. And don't get on the icon or on the text, just out of it, literally out of it, and don't give any distance between the icon or the text or the something that you are marking on and the outline, please. Let's zoom out or click here for fit. Okay, do we have anything to make a box around? Yes, this background, this section, we have two sections, this one and this one. We have to make a new one. Here you can come from outside the image, delete, go out of here, and then drag it till the point you want and click another one. You made a box. Recognizable? Yes. A gray background with text and icon and a hand icon dot x. So you made it. Congratulations. Let's see. Select, and now after you made the boxes that we have to draw, you have to make sure that every box has its correct description. Let's see here. Right click. Let's just click on fit. Right click on this. What is it? Text Y2 in a wide script like font smaller than the text. That's how you can describe a box or what's inside the box in a good way. Just not too detailed, but not in a general way. You know what I mean? Click here. Text detox in a white large sans serif font. Good. This one too. Text every organ in a white script like font smaller than the text. Perfect. A green checkboard. White checkboard. Night Dubai. In an orange gold small sans serif font. Her face. The woman's face with an user expression and eyes focused upwards. Good. When you finish the task, you can go here and click on save successfully, then submit. After you click submit, you will get another one. We have no more data, so confirm. There are two things I want to tell you about. Here somewhere. Here. Okay, we said before that any secondary thing we don't have to make boxes around it, but in one case you have. If the pre-annotation boxes are around a secondary thing like that one, this blends, but we have another two here and they don't have boxes, you have to draw boxes around it. You will say, oh Rose, this is a secondary one. Yes, I know that this is a secondary one, but they made already boxes around a one that is equal to it, the same of it, so you have to make it another one too. The second thing, when we have to delete a pre-annotation box, actually you can't delete it, you will just choose to delete it, but you won't. Like where here. Let's assume that you found a blurry thing and you want to delete it, or I don't know, anything that you see that no, it's in a white background, a box for nothing, it has nothing, an empty box. What will you do? You will go here, this is delete, actually it's a mistake, it must be delete, and you will click here and you will see yes or no, and you will choose yes, so that when you submit the task they will know that this is a mistake from them, not from you. In which case we can delete a box, one for an empty box, two for a double box. let's assume that we have two boxes on the same thing. Like, do you see this blue box around the pickup sentences? If we have two of it, you can choose delete for one of them so that we can make it double. There is another thing. If you found out that there is a cutted sentence or a word, what will you do? I have an example here where um sorry, here, those people, those words of volunteer. We have a box here that says white text. The visible part of the text is volunteer without the doubled E and R, and the following text is truncated or cutted or abandoned or obfuscated. You can say whatever you want, just describe that the whole sentence or the whole word isn't written because it's just visible or cut it. You have to say that. In here, this box is around a menu. Well, first of all, if the box, you have to see what's the description of the box. If you saw that it says that the box is around the menu word too, then you have to expand the box outline till we get on the menu word. Second, you have to do boxes around all of these things: the first course, the main course, and the dessert, and these dishes too. So a box here, a box here, a box here, here and here and here, like that. Do you see this? We have to make something like this. You have to make boxes around every main thing, maybe a secondary things, but this is in a cases, not the whole time. Around the background, if we have a sectioned or a divided background. And I think that's all of it for now. Sorry for being too long, sorry for lagging. Thank you and goodbye.